Transform your game with just one move. Master the art of receiving and turning with the ball using your first touch. It's the difference between losing the ball and creating game-changing opportunities. Welcome back, all you gunners out there. And we are back. We had a little bit of a break, but here we are breaking down the beautiful game one skill at a time. Today, we're focusing on receiving and turning with your first touch, a skill that can elevate your game and definitely put defenders at a disadvantage, which is your job as always. All right. So what does that really mean? Well, first, we want to position ourselves in order to get there. And the first touch inside the foot, let's just use that part of our foot for now to receive the ball and have that first touch inside foot turn. So it's a reliable and simple. What you do is you position yourself correctly, making sure that if I were using my right foot, the left shoulder is where the defender is, okay? So we use the inside of our foot to cushion the ball while we gently steer it in the direction that we want. Maybe we turn away from defenders, maybe we shimmy and turn back where they came from, all right? But the key is to focus on your soft touch and keep your body ready to change direction smoothly, all right? That's the first thing. That's really it. It's simple. It's direct, yet very, very, very effective. It's funny. I always tell a lot of my colleagues when I'm talking to them about this stuff, say the hardest thing I teach or coach is simplicity, because everyone thinks that it needs to be fancy and it needs to be extravagant. No, it's being efficient and being fundamentally sound. Okay. The second part could be outside of your foot. Same thing. It's a little bit more advanced. It's incredibly useful though, because as you commit yourself to get in the position to receive that ball, if you can cushion the ball, use the outside of your foot just to change directions, and you turn and rotate your hip ever so quickly, and that direction changes, it creates separation right away from you and that defender. It's all about using the ball, the momentum of the ball to really get there, and then using the outside of your foot to shift or rotate your hip outwards away from the defender. So that would be the second one. The third one, we call it Cruyff Turn. It's actually from my favorite player, Johan Cruyff. He was a Dutch master. He's an unbelievable player. I used to go back and watch old tapes of him playing because he was just very intelligent. He used both feet and had all these turns and things that he was doing all over the place. So pure football magic. What you do is you let the ball roll across your body. Then you flick it behind your standing leg. Okay? So the leg that's supporting you just flick it behind it to change directions quickly. And it's a very deceptive move that takes practice, but it can break down defensive line very efficiently, okay? Turning can be an art form of itself, but again, let's stick to the fundamentals. It's always all about that first touch. It's got to be soft. You got to cushion the ball. All right, so the next one can simply be a body feint and turn, okay? So this move is all about deception, okay? A subtle body feint, planting one way, making someone else believe that you're going in one direction, so your body movement can send that defender in the wrong way, and then you're creating that opening for you to turn in the opposite direction. Now remember, when I'm going over all these details, look, it's one thing to understand it and comprehend it. It's another thing to get out there and doing it. Doing it and repeating it over and over again is what's going to help you master the skill. It's always like that with skills, right? And you want to get out there and master the skills. And you're going to have your favorite ones that you use all the time. And you're going to see 8 out of 10 times it's going to work really well because it's your favorite and you've worked on it really long and hard and you've mastered it, all right? So, and then I would say the last one is the simple chest control and turn. Now, let's just go back a little bit. It's great. So if the ball's high and you're going to cushion the ball to your chest and use your first touch to turn into space, you can turn this way, just rotating your shoulders. You can lean back slightly and then absorb the ball coming down and then the impact, and then maintain control by you rotating your shoulder in left and right. But here's a key. You don't have to jump if you get in position at the right time. So you can actually get there put the defender behind you and be in a position so that they can't get around you, right? You're going to use some of your limbs here to feel the defender. And then once that ball comes to you, do not jump. I see that a lot. Players are receiving the ball and jumping. It takes away from your stability, obviously, and you want to be stable. You want to have your feet firmly grounded in order to really perform these turns. So look, those are 5 essential ways you can receive and turn with a ball using your first touch. Obviously, your first touch needs to be soft. It needs to be cushion. It needs to cushion the ball. It needs to be guiding the ball in the direction that you want to go. But the magic happens on the training ground. Practice the ones. At least I would say 2 or 3 of these. Practice them until it becomes second nature to you. Until you can't do it wrong, even if you try. All right. That's the key. It does not take a million different moves where you're going to try them once. It takes 2 or 3 that you would have tried thousands of times. That's what's going to make the difference for you, all right? So thanks for turning into the Mass Young Gunners topic today. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a review. Let me know which technique you're trying, okay? Until next time, keep practicing, keep learning, and keep loving the game. Work on mastering your moves, and I'll see you next time.